Spike TV gives out their yearly awards. Mega Man and Street Fighter collide in 8-bit, and BioShock Infinite needs one more month of spitshine. All of this and who knows what else today on the grill. Let's do it, baby. Hello and welcome to the December 8th installment of GamerNode.com's Hot Off the Grill. Senior editor Jason Fanelli here once again, dishing up all of the biggest news of the past week. Let's not waste any time, get right into it. Spike TV held their annual video game awards on Friday night, and this year did not disappoint in the reveals, but left a little more to be desired elsewhere. Brand new reveals included Dark Souls 2, and that noise you hear is GamerNode editor-in-chief Eddie Inzauto squealing like a little girl, and The Phantom Pain, which now many are speculating to be a new game in the Metal Gear Solid series, possibly Metal Gear Solid 5. The Walking Dead by Telltale Games took Game of the Year, a huge surprise, and new trailers for South Park: The Stick of Truth, BioShock Infinite, Tomb Raider, The Last of Us, and more were very, very enjoyable. The Last of Us even got a release date of May the 7th. Circle that on your calendars. While this was a whole lot better than last year's, it still needs a little bit more game reveals and actual award giving. They only gave out 5 awards of a ballot of like 30, then catering to the stereotypes of games. Explosions, guns, women. It needs to be more about a celebration of video games and not targeting the obvious tropes of gamers. Step in the right direction, definitely better than last year, but I can still see some improvement. Congratulations to Telltale Games as well. Capcom announced earlier today that Mega Man and Street Fighter will be colliding as a free download on the PC in Mega Man X Street Fighter. What started as a fan-made game at EVO 2010 has now turned into the proper end for Street Fighter's 25th anniversary and a new beginning with the Mega Man 25th anniversary. Basically, it's going to play like Mega Man, but instead of 8 Robot Masters, you're going to have 8 Street Fighters. Shown were Ryu, Blanka, Rolento, Rose, and more. Now, I've already seen comments about, oh, this is all you're going to do for the 25th anniversary, Capcom, get it together. Read the press release, people. It says that this is going to send the Street Fighter 25th anniversary out to pasture the right way and start the Mega Man 25th anniversary with a bang. They said they've had announcements on the 17th when this game comes out, as well as well into 2013. Cool your jets. Let's not get offended about being left out until you're actually getting left out. Right now, all I want to do is play this freaking game, so December 17th can't come soon enough. Well, folks, here we are. December 2012, the last month of the year. This being the week of December 11th and 12th, this is actually the last release week of the year. One game will send 2012 out into the distance, into a blazing glory over the horizon, with walking mechs and a free-to-play system. Definitely something worth looking into, so grab those mugs. It's time for what's on tap. Hawken, a first-person bipedal mech shooter free-to-play game, man that's a mouthful, will release on Wednesday to the masses. I had the ability to sit down with this at E3, and I really enjoyed the tank combat. When I think of free-to-play, I think of things like League of Legends, Guardians of Middle-earth, stuff like Awesome Knots. I don't really feel it yet, microtransactions and all that stuff, but if anything's going to change my mind, it's Hawken. Think Call of Duty, team-based first-person shooting in a mech, a customizable mech of all things. Definitely worth looking into this Wednesday. BioShock Infinite's box art was revealed this week, but that's not the important thing. Unfortunately, the game has also been delayed from February 23rd to March 26th. Ken Levine says that you can blame Rod Ferguson, the transplant from Epic Games, who said that he thought the game could use one more month of polish. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, as we all remember Shigeru Miyamoto's famous quote, "A delayed game is eventually good, while a bad game is bad forever." Delays are frustrating, but not terrible. It could be worse. It could come out February 23rd and need polish. It could have come out when it was originally supposed to come out and be awful, or it could be canceled outright. Of course, that's not going to happen. If it needs a little more polish, it needs a little more polish, and it'll be that much better when it finally gets into our hands in March. The game Journey has been lauded for many things, not the most of which is its amazing soundtrack, and it's actually gathering some attention from high official sources. The Journey soundtrack is the first ever to be nominated for a Grammy. The Grammy nominations were announced this week, and Austin Wintory's excellent soundtrack was included in the Best Score Soundtrack for Visual Media. Now, it's not the first time a video game song has ever won. That belongs to Baba Yetu in 2011. However, this is a big, big thing for our industry. If the Grammys are starting to realize, wow, these guys can actually write movie quality music or movie quality soundtracks, then maybe other people will start to pay attention and they'll start to focus on video game music like everyone should be in the first place. So congratulations to Journey for everything it does, Austin Wintory for the excellent soundtrack. I look forward to paying attention to the Grammys for once this year to see if you guys won. If there's anything that 2012 has taught me, it's that I need to stop denying the fact that our industry is changing. Before this year, I didn't really give much thought to the whole indie scene. It kind of passed me by. And then in March, I was asked to review Vessel, which I enjoyed. And then I started thinking, what else am I missing? And that's why, today, I'm going to talk about the year of 2012 for indies and just how indie-licious it was. Let's do it. Journey, Popo.io, The Unfinished Swan, Fez, Mark of the Ninja. I could go on. Indie games this year made a huge splash. To be honest, The Walking Dead, which just won Spike's Game of the Year, could be considered an indie game. Now, Telltale Games is pretty big, been around for a while. But other than the Lego series, they don't really make big splashes. This is a huge splash, and well-deserved. Getting back to indies like Slender, Vessel, like I talked about, which was some of the most interesting water physics I've ever seen. Fez turning 2D into 3D. Popo.io bringing one of the most impactful stories I ever played into a 4-hour indie platformer. The Unfinished Swan, one of the coolest ideas I've ever played with the painting and the water, very cool. And Journey, which many consider to be the best game of the year. Visually, artistically, musically, everything. For those of you who need something new, who are done with your Halos, your Call of Duties, and just need a fresh take on what this industry can do, check out some indie games. Check out Mark of the Ninja. Check out Fez, Spelunky. Check them out. They're worth it. They're all very much indie-licious. And with that, our kitchen is closed for the week. Next week, I may be on the shelf because I'm getting my wisdom teeth out. We'll see how it works. If so, the following week, we will be back for our end-of-the-year game extravaganza, where I give out some personal, not Nody-related Hot Off the Grill awards, and we wrap this year up in a nice little bow. As always, thank you very much for watching, and stay hungry, my friends.